back to Excel Sphere Academy. So I really got a very good response on this question. I guess everyone has taken this very seriously. So yes, it was indeed a CSI level PhD entrance based interview question. Like many of us, many of you have asked me like ये CSI level में ऐसे question पूछे जाते हैं वगैरह वगैरह. Yes. So at NCBS this question was asked. At ICER it was asked. So and you won't believe guys, this is there in your textbooks also. Okay. तो ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था जो आपसे बाहर से पूछा गया हो या किसी ने ऐसे मैनिपुलेट करके कोई क्वेश्चन बनाया हो. So this question was there in the textbooks also. If you have gone through your Leninger and Schwarm's outline books and also everything is given over there. Okay, so let's see. So what was the question? So can hexokinase catalyze a phosphoryl transfer to water molecule? Okay. Now whether it is possible or not, see, agar hexokinase can do this thing, so it will also call as a ATPase, right? But the problem with this is that yes, see, the answer is yes, you can say that yes, it is possible for the hexokinase to do this, but the rate at which it is going to do is going to be very, very slow, maybe around 10 raised to 6 to 7 times slower, okay, as compared to the normal enzymatic reaction. We do know that the enzymes ka kaam hai to increase the rate of the reaction, but in the case of this scenario, it is going to be very, very slow. Okay? So the basicity and the nucleophilicity of water as compared to the 6th carbon hydroxy group of glucose, right? It will suggest that there will be a huge difference. So हमें पता है, in the case of the hexokinase, you have got the 6 carbon sugar glucose is there, उसका OH group is present. आप हटा के यहाँ पे phosphate group डालते हो, right? But what about the water molecule? It is already so small in size, right? So it is all about the conformational change which you can bring at the active site. So you know that the glucose is a huge structure as compared to the water molecule. So for hexokinase, it becomes easy to accommodate at the active site the hexo sugar and add the phosphate group to that, right? Whereas water molecule is so small. Just imagine if you could arrange the water molecules which could accommodate at the active site of the hexokinase, then it might be behaving like a good substrate. But we know that it is next to impossible, right? So this, if suppose water molecule is able to undergo induced fit hypothesis wala enzyme in substrate, then it is possible for the hexokinase to add the group, add the phosphate group to the OH molecule. Okay, but we know that it is going to be next to impossible. Okay, and because of this, it is difficult for a hexokinase to add water molecule. Now, this is a simple answer. आपको बस इतना बोलना था based on the structure, active site specificity. You have to talk about. You need to bring about the conformational change, etc., etc. Now, let's see what all answer I have got on this question. Okay. So first basic answer I got that since it's a hexokinase, it is not going to work on the OH. It will only work on the 6 carbon glucose molecule, whereas or not on the water, because water is not a 6 carbon. Okay, that is also correct. You can give such answers, but you have to be very specific. Okay. Now the another response was, okay, so to be very specific, we have to isolate the hexokinase with having sufficiently high Km value for glucose so that it has low reactivity on the glucose, but at the same time, it can be activated by similar molecule per se. Okay, so we can take either pentose or which is having the less stereochemistry. This person has talked about the temperature and pH also. Then also about the hydrophobic amino acid, etc., etc. Okay, so the thing is that the chemistry behind what you're talking is correct, but there is no need of talking about all this, because the simple answer would have been that the water molecule is not large in size sufficient to sit at the active site of the hexokinase, which cannot reach the transition state. Okay. So because of this, it is not possible for it, even though if it could accommodate, the rate at which it can add is going to be very, very slow. So in practical, it is impossible. Okay, so then another response was there. Yes. Now, if we think like this, hexose is the enzyme which provides one of the best example of induced fit hypothesis. So it will greatly change its shape, only glucose will bind. But on the hand, it's a cytosolic enzyme, so it must be surrounded by water. So it's safe to assume that it must exclude water from its reactive center so that it can bind. Okay. Yes, so this person has given the correct answer, Vishal Basu, very good. So yes, you have talked about that. Yes, so since it's a cytosolic protein, तो आपको water molecules हटाने होंगे, then only the hexose sugars can come and interact. So in practical, it can actually add, but it is not possible just because it is not able to bend the structure. The induced hypothesis को वो follow नहीं कर रहा है, ठीक है? Yes, very good. So yes, so this person has taken the correct, he was on the right path. So this is how, guys, you need to think a lot. जब भी कोई क्वेश्चन आपके सामने रखा जाता है, it doesn't mean that it is already there. The answers are already there in the textbooks or which you can mark up and go. Just think about it, like how this person has thought, given a thought on this question. ठीक है? क्योंकि interview में we just want to see how much thought you can put into a given situation, because this is what we need. This thinking is required so that you can carry out the research, even if suppose by mistake your guide is not available. तो ऐसा तो है नहीं कि जब तक वो वापस नहीं आएगा तब तक आप काम नहीं करोगे. You have to keep going and you need to have this thinking ability. So it was a really good exercise for all of us. Everyone has responded very nicely. Okay, so I wish you guys have joined me during this discussion, so we could have had more discussion about this. But still, it's good. We have discussed the answer. I hope you can now get more thought. You can put more thought into this. And yes, wait for these such questions more so that we can have more discussion over here. Okay, so guys, keep practicing, keep watching SSR Academy for your interview preparation, and all the best.